Welcome back to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. Refresh your home before the new year. Carpet Weavers is sponsoring today's segment, and here to tell you all about their current sale and their Pets Pick event is Michael. Thank you so much for joining me.
Glad to be here again and talk about wonderful things going on at Carpet Weavers.
I was going to say, usually I come to the showroom and you put me in a big reclining chair, or we scratch up some non-scratchable
flooring, but here we brought you a few samples to show you. It is pet perfect time.
Okay.
And pet picks are perfect.
Nice.
And again, Shaw is our featured vendor this month. We have lots of savings, $50 off every $100 square feet that you're doing in flooring installation. So that's saving you a little money there. A rebate up to $1,000 in Shaw products. That's another savings for you. 2-year financing, another savings. But the most important thing is 65% of homes have pets. And we all worry about our pets.
Yes, because they're our family.
They're family. For many people, that is family. And what happens is, especially if you've got a new one, did it pee or poop?
Right.
And it goes back to the P's of perfect. So a lot of the products, especially during the Shaw event right now, are pet friendly. The fibers that are used in the carpeting, the fiber that is used to put the fibers together and to make that carpeting, the backing, all pet friendly, so you don't have to worry about if there's an accident or cleaning up. The same thing with the floors. They're scratch resistant. So again, those claws and those, oh my God, panics can always be taken care of. And again, easy to take care of, but most importantly, you know, our team at Carpet Weavers can get you in the right floor.
Well, and I feel like with this, it's kind of the Murphy's Law thing, right? You get a brand new car and then you open your door and you smash it into a pole and get that first scratch. I feel like it's the same thing. You get this brand new carpet that feels so good, and then your animals are like, oh, this is new, excellent, let's try this out. A lot of times when I'm on the sewing floor, I may even send a sample home with a client saying, have your dog pee on it. Right.
Because it is so easy. It's a wipe with a damp cloth, and you're set.
Put it through the paces. Yeah. So that's a really good segue of what is the carpet or flooring buying process like if somebody comes to Carpet Weavers? Like you just mentioned that you send samples home. I know that you sometimes will lay things out if people kind of give you a budget range, things like that. What does that look like?
The most important thing is we deal with people. We are not a website. So come into our showroom. We have thousands of samples, and that can be mind-blowing. You start to narrow it down. We'll ask you questions. What's the end use of the room? What type of colors are you working with? And then we start on product. We do a free complimentary measure so that when you've narrowed down, we can give you a very accurate price of what the product is going to be in your home, and then allow you to make that decision and help you through that color choice, through that product choice. And then the cool thing is our installers are fabulous. And what happens is then we've transformed your floors.
Right. Well, and I feel like we always shorten it to Carpet Weavers, but it's Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture and Family, because it's family owned.
Yes, we've been, the Weaver family has graciously been part of our team for 38 years.
That's amazing.
So it is family, and it is flooring, but it is furniture.
It's furniture. So let's talk furniture, because you also have some furniture and accessories sales, right?
We do. Currently, we have a custom furniture, custom order event, which means you go in the showroom and I don't like that sofa, or I don't like that chair. We can customize it for you with the different fabrics. I brought a couple samples in with me from Flex Steel, but Flex Steel, Rowe, and Alexville are our 3 major furniture vendors that do custom upholstery. And what's really nice is you like the shape, you like the fit, you don't like the color as you see it.
You don't like the color or the pattern.
Yeah, and then you might say, this is, you know, I like grays, but I need to spice it up on the pillow.
Well, and they all feel different too, which is why I think it's really important, as you mentioned, that you're not online, but you can actually feel the difference in texture with this one and that one. So if you want something that's a little softer, this one feels kind of silky, whereas this one feels like it would be really warm in the winter, and the chair would kind of give you a hug.
And so many times looking at it, the fibers will be described in the description at the top, but also care. So again, most of these fibers are going to be pet friendly, child friendly, and red wine friendly.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second, because I learned from a costumer a long time ago that if you get a red stain or something that's like a wet stain that's dark colored on something, if you take the, like say it's on a shirt, right? If you take the shirt off and you run water through it, you're good to go. The stain will come right out. What about on a chair or something
most of
like
the fibers,
this that you can't?
You take a damp cloth and you'll see all the fibers that are, say WS, water soluble.
Okay.
That allows you to sep up the fluids that you've got on there.
Okay.
What you want to do anytime you've got a spill, whether it's on carpeting or whether it's on upholstery, you want to get to it quickly.
Okay.
Because the longer it sits, the more you're going to have a little bit of a shadow.
Right.
Not necessarily with this because of the way the fibers are woven, but with any type of fabrics, and not only upholstery fabrics, but any fabrics. So it's a little chip.
Is it something that you want to spray it with something like woolite or something like that, or is it
you want to start with water first.
Water
you want to start with
okay.
first because again, especially with some fibers, there could be some reactions to it. So that's why it's always important. Look at your fibers as you're going through, see what it is, and then when your product comes home, it'll also have a care information on it as well from the manufacturer.
Act accordingly, and that's really important because I feel like so many people feel the need to get a brand new beautiful couch and then put a cover over it, or they
the squeaky plastic. No,
right.
we
I was
won't go there.
Say, I remember my dad when we were little used to spray the carpet with something like Scotchgard or something like that. Where it seems like now you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that because the fibers, as they are woven, initially have that resistance to stain and absorption. Yet you still have that nice feel and that softness, and you don't have to worry about retreating it.
Yes.
And that's what happened. Scotchgard was good back in the 70s. 80s, but this just makes it so much easier for you.
Yeah, and I feel like the tech has gotten so much better too because the carpet is still soft. And one thing that I learned is that what's under the carpet is really important. So do you want to talk about
carpet
that for a second?
padding is important. Again, your warranties require that you get new padding. And you want new padding. Many times you can have a lesser grade carpet or a lower price carpet and put a heavier pad underneath, a heavier thickness, and it feels like, oh my word, I'm walking barefoot on clouds.
Right.
But again, that is to protect the carpet backing. If you were to put that fiber of this carpet, and it happens to be the Shaw products that are pet proof have another layer, but some of the carpeting has just the woven back. You put that on a hard surface, tile or concrete, you'll start to abrade that a little bit. The pad helps removing that abrasion.
That abrasion.
And it keeps life on it.
And we have talked about carpet, we've talked about furniture. Let's talk about accessories, because I know you have lamps and all sorts of...
It's close to the holidays.
Yes.
We need those little things. We need a new lamp. We need to have some artwork. We need a picture or a frame with a mirror. We do have an additional 20% off all of our regular stock as well as our clearance in all of our stores. So that last piece, again, see it in our store, take it home with you.
Oh, perfect. So if you can actually get it the same day, which is another benefit to shopping locally as opposed to, oh, I'm going to order this and it might get here in time for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there might be
not.
that delivery service but again, what you see in our showrooms, especially with accessories, lamps, and all those other things that are adding to the decor, you can take home with you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure being in your studio.
Yeah, right? Welcome to my home.
Thank you.
Well, ciLiving will continue in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere.